We are looking at an ordinary banana and an ordinary piece of duct tape. However, what makes the ordinary extraordinary is the intention of the artist who put this together. There is, simply put, no other artwork of the past 100 years that has provoked the kind of response that Maurizio Catalan's Comedian did upon its installation at Art Basel Miami Beach in 2019.
The fact that the Comedian premiered at an art fair is a significant piece of context, as opposed to premiering in a gallery or museum context. Art fairs are extremely expensive to go to, so they are primarily going to be trafficked by art collectors. It asks a question of who he wants to provoke first, or who he wants to sort of build context around this work first. If it's art collectors, then the question is this work a bit of a gambit? Are they going to gamble on a semi-absurdist idea? And of course the answer was yes, they were willing to gamble on that.
One of the components of the art market for as long as it's existed is a degree of suspending one's disbelief. And the value of objects exists only based on the value that the world and that the society invests in these works of art. And so Catalan is getting at the very heart of that discussion with Comedian. Comedian carries an auction estimate of $1 to $1.5 million. What you buy when you buy Catalan's Comedian is not the banana itself, but a certificate of authenticity that grants the owner the permission and authority to reproduce this banana and duct tape on their wall as an original artwork. Comedian is on view now at Sotheby's, New York at 1334 York Avenue, and will be on view until the sale on November 20th.
He's often thought of as this sort of like trickster artist, but his work is often at the intersection of the sort of humor and the deeply macabre. When we're seeing his work with that duality of its absolute humor and absurdity and its ability to poke fun at everybody, including himself, but also always seeing the undercurrent of the darkness of that humor. If we take that to the context of Comedian, it's a much more interesting work. If it lives forever divorced of that context and it only lives in the sort of context of social media rage and and sort of the discourse of rarefied air, like in the art world, then it will probably be remembered as a much more superficial work than I think it has the potential to be.